Alrighty guys, what is going on? It's JT Bricks here, back for another video today. And today I wanted to do kind of another different style of video where today is just going to be a collection type video. So I wanted to show off some of just my rare and unique LEGO Star Wars minifigures that are the rarest in my collection. That's pretty much everything back there. So I picked some of these out. These were my favorites and these were some of the most unique minifigures I could find. So let's just go through all of them. Starting off here on the podium, we have Zeb from Star Wars Rebels. He came in the 2014 Ghost set. Which is a set that back in the day used to retail for $100. I have it. Now it's worth $450 on eBay, brand new and sealed. And Zeb, who's one of the most exclusive minifigures from that set, along with a couple of others, and he goes for on eBay, he can go anywhere from like $60 to like $200. He's very expensive, and he's a very unique minifigure. He's pink/purple, and he's got some unique prints and a unique mold. So a really cool minifigure. I do like Rebels. It's not my favorite show, but, at the time I was into it, so I got a bunch of Rebel sets, and the Ghost is one of them, and I'm glad I picked it up because a lot of the minifigures from that set, like this one here, Zeb, are very exclusive and unique, but a pretty neat minifigure. After him, we have Turk Fossil from Star Wars The Clone Wars. He came in, I believe, the 2009 Pirate Tank set. Just another pretty unique and exclusive minifigure. He has some unique printing, and just another kind of one of those obscure alien characters that's pretty unique and rare, and you don't see them too much, so... He's not the only pirate character out there, but he's definitely one of the few ones. There's him, another one, I think Hondo Onaka, not the 3 pirate minifigures LEGO has made. Pretty cool minifigure though. After the pirate, we have the 2012 Clone Wars Padme from the Malevolence set. Another kind of obscure, random set that is from another Star Wars TV show, obviously the Clone Wars. Pretty nice set though. Also picked up that one back in the day. One of my favorite sets actually. I think it's very underrated. Came with a bunch of unique minifigures, including this Padme here, who has her Clone Wars style outfit. Obviously, she has the huge eyes of the Clone Wars face, which looks kind of weird, but other than that, it's a pretty unique minifigure. She has unique printing and a different hairpiece than normal that she'd normally have. I believe this is the same hairpiece that like William Turner wears in his LEGO minifigures. Pretty unique minifigure though. After her, we have Thyssen, another alien type minifigure with some unique molds. He's not as rare or uncommon, but still just a really unique minifigure. He's a member of the Tall species, he's like their chief, and he's just a really unique minifigure. Came in one set in the Frico bike from a long time ago, and just one that really kind of stands out amongst the others, so I thought it fit well in this collection here. After Thyssen, we have another alien minifigure here, this being Anaconda Far. He's a senator from Rhodia, and again in the Clone Wars show as well. Just another alien type minifigure, a Rhodian. LEGO's released some Rhodian minifigures before, obviously Greedo, and there's like a Rebel from one of the Battlefront battle packs, but I'm pretty sure this is the only other Rhodian that LEGO has made. He's really green, kind of a bright green almost compared to Greedo, where Greedo's more matte. He kind of pops out at you and he's really shiny. Pretty unique minifigure though, has his own kind of purple vest there, printing, and has really like dark blue eyes. So pretty unique minifigure though. Came in the Separatist shuttle from 2000. After Anaconda Far, we have Hera Syndulla, who's also another Star Wars Rebels character, and also came in that Ghost set from 2014. I believe that this is the only set she came in, along with Zeb, which is kind of surprising because her and Zeb, are some of the main characters of that show. And, Rebels wasn't as popular, wasn't as long-running as a LEGO theme as Star Wars The Clone Wars was, but still, it ran for a few years, and these 2 characters were kind of the main characters of the show. And they weren't in that much sets. I think Zeb only came in that set, and Hera only came in the Ghost set as well. Pretty unique minifigure though. She's not as rare, exclusive, I guess. More expensive for that matter as Zeb, but still a unique minifigure. Another Twi'lek with green. She has green skin though, and her own unique printing on her legs and her torso. Nice minifigure. Next up, another Star Wars Rebels minifigure. This being Sabine Wren. She has her Season 1 look and has exclusive leg and torso printing along with her helmet, which is unique to this minifigure. Her minifigure with the helmet only came in one set. I honestly don't remember what set it did come in, but her other set just had her without her helmet on, which is kind of a bummer. So to get this minifigure is really nice. Pretty exclusive minifigure though. Her helmet looks really nice. It's another Mandalorian helmet, so it was a pretty cool minifigure to get back in the day, because the only other Mandalorians we got were Death Watch and Boba Fett and Jango Fett, so it was cool to get her as a minifigure. Continuing the trend with Rebels minifigures, we have Ezra Bridger here. Everything about this Ezra minifigure is pretty much the same as all the other Ezra minifigures from the earlier seasons of Star Wars Rebels, except he just has this exclusive helmet here. It's an Imperial Cadet helmet. It came in the Phantom set in 2014, which paired along with the Ghost set. Has some unique printing on his chest and legs. He just came with a very exclusive mold and helmet piece, which is really good looking actually. But a pretty neat helmet. that Lego's only made once, I believe, and you know, I don't think it's gonna be made anytime soon. So a pretty unique minifigure. After Ezra, we have another Star Wars Rebels minifigure. This being Agent Kallus, who he comes in a few sets from the Star Wars Rebels line, but he has only, I think, one set where the minifigure is included with his helmet, which is the special Imperial ISB agent helmet, which is a pretty nice mold. Looks really good on him. Looks pretty accurate to the show. Pretty neat minifigure though. I'm not gonna lie. Really nice one to add to the collection. Next up, we have another unique minifigure. This being another minifigure that is the same species as the pirates from the Clone Wars, except he actually isn't a pirate, or he used to be. But he is Shahan Alama from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. He was a bounty hunter in that show, and he's just a very unique minifigure. He came in one set in 2009. He has a little robot arm there, along with unique prints on his chest. Pretty neat minifigure though, not too common, so it's a nice one to have in the collection. After Shahan Alama, we have R3PO here, who is a pretty, I don't know, not the greatest looking minifigure. Has the old C3PO molds, isn't too detailed, only has just, you know, minimal printing on his chest, but it's a red protocol droid, R3PO from a Hoth base set, like in 2011, I believe. I think that's the only set he's ever been in. He might have been in a polybag or something though, but still, this is the old R3PO. Pretty neat minifigure, very nostalgic, just has with that classic protocol droid mold and head, so pretty nice minifigure to have. After R3PO, we have Aura Singh, and this is, I think, the only Aura Singh Lego minifigure that Lego has ever produced, which is kind of funny. You figured, you know, they would have made more. She has the Clone Wars appearance, obviously. That's why her eyes are so big, and her face, just everything's kind of really big in her face and proportions and all. So, you know, some people don't like that look. I don't mind it. It is kind of weird looking, but it is what it is. Outside of that, though, it's a pretty nice minifigure. She has her own little hairpiece there, along with her unique prints on her torso and legs. Pretty neat minifigure, though. Another Clone Wars minifigure, this being an Umbaran soldier from Season 4 of the Clone Wars. He came in, I think, just one set, the Umbaran MHC from 2014. Pretty weird-looking minifigure, you know, and he kind of looks like just like a generic space trooper or alien type minifigure with that helmet on, but still pretty cool looking. He has a purple head under there, along with some unique chest printing. Kind of, like I said, kind of a generic-looking space trooper minifigure, but still pretty unique and not very common. Next up, we have Cad Bane, another Clone Wars minifigure. Pretty neat one from back in the day. He came in like 2 or 3 sets. He has his brown hat, the leather jacket, his unique printed face, along with the little oxygen tube piece under his head. Pretty neat minifigure though, from a pretty cool character. Came in a Clone Turbo Tank set and the Cad Bane Speeder Pursuit set that I talked about earlier. Pretty cool minifigure though. This is one of my favorites. After him, we have our first Clone Trooper of the video, that being the 501st Pilot. He came in the Z95 Headhunter set, again from the Clone Wars in 2014, I believe. Pretty cool minifigure. His printing on his torso isn't anything special, but really the special part about this minifigure is just his helmet and his head mold. Pretty nice and very detailed head mold with the 501st kind of markings. It's exclusive to that set, and I think it's the only minifigure like this that has been made, and it's probably my favorite appearance of the Clone Pilot. I think this appearance is really neat. And I wish I would have made more minifigures like this, but this is the only one, so pretty neat one. Next up, we have the Phase 1 Captain Rex minifigure. That's, again, not too common. He's a little bit damaged on his helmet, but other than that, the minifigure's in pretty good condition. It's a pretty neat minifigure. I got him in like the 2011... I don't remember what it's called. It's a Geonosis set though. It comes with Luminar and Dually, like a droid cannon, and a Bark Speeder. Pretty neat set though. Captain Rex, pretty unique. Nice minifigure to have in the collection. Another Clone Trooper here. We have the Clone Wars style 212th Attack Battalion Trooper. Obviously, just the generic 212th Attack Battalion Trooper isn't too rare, but this one is from the Clone Wars. He came in one set, the Umbaran MHC, which I talked about earlier. And what really makes him different is obviously he's kind of his different appearance compared to the normal 212th Attack Battalion Trooper, and that his markings are kind of yellowish compared to the normal Utapau Trooper. This is what the normal one looks like. It's more orange, as you can tell, and more scuffed up. You know, it has the Episode 3 look, where this one's more kind of clean and yellow, so pretty neat difference. Next up, we have a clone from the Yoda Chronicles series. This is the Clone Special Forces Commander. He obviously has the Stormtrooper mold helmet, but with all unique printing all over his body. He came in a book, actually. There's like a Yoda Chronicles like visual book I got in like 2013, a long time ago. He came with the book, so I got a couple of those, which is pretty neat. There's also the Special Forces Trooper, which is like all blue, and he came in a like Jet 14 Starfighter set. This is a pretty unique minifigure though, not too common, kind of weird looking, but still very unique. Nice to have. After him, next up, we have another Clone Commander, this being the Phase 1 Commander Gree. He came in one set back in the day. I think it was called like the Geonosian Cannon set from 2011. Pretty nice minifigure though. It's the only Phase 1 Commander Gree that's ever been made. Still looks good to this day, just has his unique green printing on his helmet and on his torso. There's not really too much else to him, but one of my favorite and most unique minifigures in my collection. After Commander Gree, we have a Senate Commando here, which at first you might say to yourself, you know, Senate Commandos aren't that unique. Well, this one is. This is the Clone Wars style one, which is the same as the other ones that were released in the 2015 Battle Pack, except for his torso has the unique Clone Wars style clone armor printing. There's not much to him, but he just has that unique printing, and he's not too common. He's pretty rare. Same with the Commando Captain from the set that he came in as well, the Speeder Chase set. So, pretty good. After the Senate Commando, we have Jace Malcolm, who's an Old Republic trooper. Pretty much all Old Republic minifigures are pretty rare and exclusive to this day. This one's the only one that I have that's in good condition, though. Unfortunately, he came in a set with Satil Shan, and I lost her headpiece a long time ago. So I should have taken better care of that set and those minifigures, but I still have him, and he's intact. He looks great. The prints on his chest plate and legs still look excellent. Just a really unique minifigure. I wish he would have came with his helmet in the set, but still a pretty exclusive minifigure. After him, we have the biggest minifigure so far, that being Pong Krell from Z95 Headhunter in 2014. What's kind of unique about this video so far, I've noticed, is that kind of all of the unique minifigures I have, a lot of them come in the same set, you know, so they all come in these individual sets that if you got, you know, a ton of unique minifigures like the Z95 Headhunter. And Pong Krell is one of those minifigures. Has a great head mold and great printing all around his body. He comes with obviously 2 double-bladed lightsabers. Really cool minifigure. I'm really glad I was able to pick up that set. Pretty unique minifigure. After Krell, we can have a 4-in-1 here with these Jedi here. We have 3 Ahsokas and a Shaak Ti. Starting out with Shaak Ti on the left, she came in only 1 set so far, which is kind of surprising. And that was a Clone Wars set. That's why her eyes and lips are so big. But she has a very nice head mold piece there, along with some nice printing. Pretty unique minifigure though. Then we have the 3 Ahsoka minifigs, who are all very, very expensive. Starting with the Rebels one, very, very nicely detailed minifigure with her head and her headpiece as well, along with her printing on her body. We have the Clone Wars style Ahsokas. We have the young Ahsoka here, which to me is the ugliest, and it just doesn't look that good compared to the other two, or as detailed. But that's the way she looked in the first couple of seasons of the Clone Wars. I guess it's accurate, but yeah, not a very nice looking minifigure. This one looks a lot better though. She comes with 2 lightsabers, again with a nice unique little head mold there, and printing on the face, along with the rest of her body. 4 pretty nice minifigures. After those 4 minifigures, next up we have the Grand Inquisitor, who is one of my favorite minifigures in my collection. He comes with the unique lightsaber hilt that is double-bladed, along with some very nice printing on his body. He comes with also a unique helmet and like chest piece, armor piece there, mold, and a unique head. Pretty unique minifigure. Pretty cool minifigure. Only came in 1 set. I think him and the 5th brother are the only Inquisitor minifigures that LEGO has ever made. They have never made the 7th sister or the 8th brother, which is kind of a shame, but the Grand Inquisitor is definitely by far one of the coolest minifigures. Next up, after the Grand Inquisitor, we have this Clone Wars Luminara Unduli minifigure. There's been other Luminara Unduli minifigures out there, but this one's unique to me because of the goggles and just the Clone Wars look. She came in the Geonosian canon. Or not Geonosian canon, she came in a set with that Captain Rex over there that I was talking about earlier on Geonosis. What makes her stand out amongst the other minifigures, though, is obviously her unique printing and just that face with the goggles, which is her alternate expression. Not a very common minifigure, though, in general, and this one is one of... After Luminara Unduli, we have Master Evan Peel from the Clone Wars. He has only been released once, and he looks excellent. He has some great printing on his torso, along with a very neat and unique headpiece there, and which is a very nice mold. And he has some excellent detailed printing on his face, which shows his scar on his eye. Pretty cool minifigure, though. The only one of its kind. And, yeah. And awesome. Finally, last but not least, we have the Snowgear Anakin minifigure from 2009. And he came in the Freako Bike set. This is a very unique and exclusive minifigure. It's just Anakin. He has his Clone Wars face there behind some goggles and a little bent, like, mask on his face. He also has the hoodie and stuff and the Jedi logo on his hoodie right there. And some unique printing. Just a unique minifigure, and one that LEGO is only going to release once, so pretty cool to have that in the collection. Anyways, that's what I've got for you guys today. That is the unique minifigure collection. It's part of the grand collection over there, which hopefully in the next few months is going to get bigger as I get the new summer sets, but pretty cool minifigures there. Glad to have all of these, very lucky to have all of these, and I hope that this collection continues to expand over the next few years. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.